Hey, welcome to the Me Too Ministry page. I'm Tamisha Webb, the originator of the page. I like to start each video by giving you all a little background information about what we are all about. The Me Too Ministry page is a faith-based support group for whatever religious capacity you may be serving in. We're a support group that comes together once weekly, particularly on Fridays around 10 a.m. And we just kind of love on each other and hash out the previous week's problems, mishaps, frustrations that comes with serving in any kind of religious capacity, whether you serve as a minister, a deacon, a usher, a preacher, a prophet. And so this page was kind of envisioned from a question that is posed to us on a daily basis. And that question will come along the lines of, hey, how are you doing? How are things going? And our natural religion response is going to be along the lines of, oh, I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. I'm blessed and highly favored, or all is well. And see, this is where Me Too Ministries intervenes at, because yes, we are blessed and we are highly favored, but we also have frustrations. We also have challenges in our day-to-day lives. We might have problems on our job, problems with our finances, situations within our own homes. And so this is where Me Too is birthed from, for simply saying, yes, I am blessed and highly favored, but I also don't have this thing called life right. But I'm trying. You have issues, me too. You have problems on your job, I do too. You have problems with your finances, me too. So this is where we start at. That is our platform. And I'm so excited today. And I didn't give out a title purposely for this week, because Me Too Ministry has hit a milestone. And I could not have done it without each and every one of you. This makes 1 year. 1 year where I told God that I would give him my best, when I gave God my yes, my sincere yes. And I didn't know what that sincere yes was going to look like. I did not know when I pressed that little red button on this phone and started talking where it would lead me. I could not have imagined that I would still be here 365 days, 12 months later, saying, I'm still trying to get this thing called life right. I have grown so much with the help of you all. I've grown through the levels of accountability and intentionality, and I am overly grateful. I am so overwhelmed with joy, because I did not see this for myself. Now, it did not come without the challenges and the struggles and the frustrations that we face on a day-to-day basis. This week, reaching this milestone has come with a lot of chaos. But like I said earlier, I was sincere when I gave God my yes. And that total surrender with that yes came to saying, no, God, I don't have the answers, but you do. And no, God, I don't know how this is going to work out, because I don't want to surrender to my own plan. Your plan is better. I'm trying not to get emotional, because if you truly knew all the triumphs that came with the challenges, but God, every day I woke up this week, and it was a fight. It was a spiritual warfare. I had started trying to put a name on it by saying I was spiritually tired, or that I was grieving in my spirit, but with that came joy. So it was like a double-edged sword. I had challenges, but I had peace in those challenges. Chaos and pandemonium was breaking out, but I knew that God was covering me in his grace, and that he was clothing me with his mercy. I'm so grateful, internally grateful to y'all for helping me be who God created me to be. Because see, when you push that little red button on here, it does not stop there. I can record every one of these messages, but God put it in my heart to go a little further, and to put it on not just one platform, through the Me Too Ministry page on Facebook, He also allowed me to start a YouTube channel by the same name, the Me Too Ministry. And as I got there and I grew there, he allowed me to start with my emailing process. So we have an email address of the Me Too Ministry at gmail.com. And that's the Me Too Ministry. I'm sorry. THE.ME, the number 2.MINISTRY at gmail.com. And later on, which maybe about a month ago, he told me to start posting on TikTok. I'm not doing this for notoriety. I don't care about that. Whether one of you all are on here or 100 decides to press the play button, I know that what God is leading me to do is God ordained, because if it was up to me, I wouldn't do it. I've lived quietly and peacefully in the shadows, comfortably in the dark for years. But it's time for me to come from among them and be ye separate. It's time for me to do the will of my Father. And whatever that looks like, he has the master plan. I spent all of these years doing it Tamisha's way. And it's until a year ago when I gave God my total yes. When I surrendered completely and wholeheartedly, I started seeing his hand move across my life in ways that I couldn't have imagined. And yes, the Me Too Ministry is based with the frustrations and challenges that we may suffer on a day-to-day basis. And yes, we come and we love on each other because we don't have all the answers, but we know who do. I don't have the advice to give you. My life is just the stepping stone for all, because I know there are people out there that are just like me, that has these challenges and these frustrations just like me. And that's what this page is all about, saying, listen, you don't have to be afraid not to speak your truth. God tells us to be angry, we just don't sin. And I think that it will reach more people and we will have a wider fan base if we were not to not disclose what goes on behind the curtains. You know, it's amazing when you can put on this grand performance, when you can speak voicefully and fluently from the word of God, and you have such a charismatic spirit and a people's presence that gravitates people too. But there are people just like me and you that need to see that this is not all that is cracked up to be 24/7. You're gonna hurt. You're gonna cry. I've cried so much in 2026, and they all haven't been sad tears. There have been tears where I was like, my God, you've brought me so far. My God, your peace truly does surpass it all of my human understanding. And so I just wanted to come on here and tell you, we made it 1 year, y'all. 1 year, baby. Thank y'all. I could not have done this without you. And as we keep going and we keep growing and we keep seeking and we keep praying, and I pray, my prayer is that God starts and begins to use all of you like he's using me. And if you have a question, a comment, a concern, hey, don't leave me to do this for the next year by myself. Come on and sit down with me and let's have some conversations about your life experiences, and we can love on each other as we do so. If you would like to do that, comment on any of the videos and posts that you see here on Facebook, or you can go over to the YouTube channel of the Me Too Ministry page. Hey, also, I would really love to go live, but in order to do so, there are stipulations. I need 100 followers on Facebook. Can y'all help me out? Can y'all go over to the Me Too Ministry page and follow me there? I'm already at 100 followers on YouTube as of last week. Thank God. I want to be able to get this message out here, and I want to do it as raw and as authentic as I possibly can, because it's good to put on a good performance, and it's good to be able to charismatically talk. But I think that what God is calling me to do, I know what God is calling me to do, is to bear it all. And whatever that all looks like, listen, my life is an open book. And I want to get on here and I want to push play, and I want to be able to reach as many people as I want to, as God allows me to. So if you can, just help me get that together, y'all. I thank y'all. Y'all have been such a blessing. God has taught me so much through this experience, and this is to many more years. Y'all have a good one.